Life Imitates Art by peachpety. Summary. Draco desperately wants to win the annual Hogwarts Pumpkin Carving Contest and ends up with his heart's desire. A Drarry fanfiction. The year of the first pumpkin carving contest at Hogwarts is in fact highly contested. Some claim it was initiated by Godric Gryffindor, deep into his spiced methacline, hastily carving Salazar Slytherin's likeness into a gourd out of spite. Some claim the Baron originated the competition to woo Helena Ravenclaw by presenting her with a garden of grinning jack-o'-lanterns. Regardless of its origin, the annual Halloween event was highly anticipated by Hogwarts students and teachers alike. Another way to pit the houses against each other in the name of good sportsmanship. So, of course, it became a highly competitive event. There's a row of glass cases lining both walls of an expanded corridor in Hogwarts that extends for nearly half a kilometre and has remained miraculously unscathed after the battle. The cases house the winning jack-o'-lanterns of years past, kept fresh in preserving magic, each glowing from within by the winning house colour. The 6 pumpkins from 1992 to 1997 all glow red. A pumpkin, whole and uncarved, bathed in red, green, blue and golden lights, sits in memoriam in the space reserved for the winning pumpkin from 1998. The empty case beside it is reserved for the 1999 winner. Draco Malfoy visits the case every day since his 8th year term started, a wish held deep in his heart. From the Golden Owl podium, Headmistress McGonagall announces, "Welcome, Hogwarts students, to the annual Pumpkin Carving Contest." The great hall erupts into cheers, whistles, and a few contraband WWW whisk poppers. Draco rolls his eyes at Filch trotting to apprehend the perpetrators from his assigned spot at the Slytherin table, arrayed with carving utensils and buckets. "As most of you know," McGonagall continues, "in years past this tradition has pitted house against house, and the Gryffindors have held up quite a winning streak." The Gryffindors yell, while Potter and Weasley bang their hands on the tabletop, rattling the utensils with their enthusiasm. Besides them, Hermione shakes her head, straightening her workspace. "Not this year, Gryffindors," Pansy calls out from her spot next to Draco. "Oh, we're gonna knock you down to the bottom, Parkinson," Weasley yells back. "Don't underestimate me, Weasley," Pansy snorks. "I've been known to top from the bottom." Potter and Weasley howl and slap palms, Weasley clutching his chest and blowing Pansy a kiss. Draco tsks and directs his frown from Potter's overbright smile, punctuated by a single dimple to the parchment on which he's been doodling squiggly lines. Not at all shaped like lightning balls and sketches of pumpkin carvings with round spectacles and golden snitches. McGonagall silences the uproar with a stern glare. "This year, however," she says, "we are initiating a new rule." Draco lifts his eyes from his doodles, attention captured. At the Gryffindor table, Harry sits taller. "To further inter-house unity," McGonagall says, "students from different houses will be paired for the competition." A chorus of groans and protests echoes off the wall. "I expect you all to set a good example for younger students," McGonagall says loudly. "Ooh," Pansy murmurs from beside Draco. "I wonder with whom Potter's paired." "I could care less," Draco says, sniffing. Across the hall, Harry leans to murmur into Weasley's ear and catches Draco looking. Draco quickly averts his eyes, and Pansy snorts. McGonagall levitates a parchment, unrolling it with a flick of her wrist. The heads of houses and I have spent quite a fair amount of time vetting this list, and the pairings are final. No exceptions. One by one, students are paired off. Ginny and Luna squeal together and hug. Pansy skips to Weasley with glee, sitting in his lap with a cackle and setting his face aflame to match his hair. Theo trips over himself at his pairing with Hermione, his long-time crush. McGonagall says, "Harry Potter," and a hush falls over the hall. Draco's heart stalls. "And Draco Malfoy," Harry says, dropping down onto the bench next to Draco. "I kind of like the sound of that." His knee brushes against Draco's under the desk, jump-starting Draco's heart. "Mr. Potter," McGonagall laments, dropping the parchment on the desk in exacerbation. Harry folds his hands on the table and raises his eyebrows. "Yes, Minerva." McGonagall's eyes narrow. Weasley pipes up. "Oh, I think, Headmistress, if you check your parchment there, you'll see that Harry is indeed paired with a ferret. I mean, Malfoy. Ow!" He cringes and grabs Pansy's pinching fingers. McGonagall peers at the parchment. "Merlin, help us all," she sighs heavily, resigned. "Pairing accepted. Moving on. Seamus, you're paired with—" "What the fuck are you doing, Potter?" Draco hisses under his breath. "Saving your ass," Harry murmurs, "and such a lovely ass at that." Heat explodes up Draco's neck, flaming his ears. "My ass is none of your business," he sputters. Harry hums. "Not yet," he says so quietly Draco doubts he heard correctly. "Anyway," he continues, "Seamus was to be your partner, and if you recall his penchant for explosive, you should be thanking me." He scoots closer, knee brushing Draco's leg again, sending Draco's heart skittering in his chest. "Are these jack-o'-lantern ideas?" He points at Draco's doodles. Draco's heart lurches and he quickly vanishes the parchment. "No?" "Too bad. I like the one with the glasses and the snitch." Harry wiggles his eyebrows and grins. "I have no idea what you mean," Draco says, too riveted by the bloody dimple to be mortified. "But I do have some thoughts on how to dimple this pumpkin." He cringes, the heat burning his ears, expanding to his cheeks. How to carve this pumpkin." He takes a deep breath and levels Harry with a glare. "I intend to win this, you Potter, so don't fuck this up." "Students," McGonagall intones joyously, "you have 3 hours. Your time starts now." Harry's grin widens, and he hands Draco the knife. Their first spat evolves from Harry lecturing Draco on the proper way to cut Jack-o'-lantern's cap, which he insists are mere suggestions on how to hold the knife. This ends with a trip to Madame Pin's to mend Draco's cut finger, Harry hovering nervously and biting his cuticles, green eyes wide with worry. They lose 30 minutes in the infirmary. They are thoroughly reprimanded after a minor disagreement over which tool is the best to remove the pumpkin's innards that quickly escalates into a food fight, covering them in pumpkin guts. Draco bites back a smile at the seeds dangling from Harry's glasses. Draco thinks the docking of 30 minutes off their time is excessive. They finally reach an agreement to carve a Quidditch Seekers game in the damn pumpkin after much deliberation. Draco schools Harry at length on the 1967 amendments to the official Hogwarts Pumpkin Carving Contest rulebook, limiting the use of magic to carve pumpkins, to be informed that they only have 5 minutes in which to do the actual carving. Draco has a panic attack. Harry performs some quick slicing. And then the contest is over. "Merlin saggy ballsack," Draco groans. "This is all your fault, Potter." What even did you carve? He drops his hat into his hands. No, don't show me. I don't want to know. It'll be fine, Harry says, bouncing his knees. I'm glad you're lucid again, though. Oh, what do you know? I know, Harry says, leaning over and removing a pumpkin seed from Draco's fringe. That it will be fine. He smiles, the dimple pops, and Draco's heart palpitates. He slumps. He can't even be appropriately peeved. Damn the power of this dimple. We have our winners. McGonagall sweeps into the great room, parchment in hand. In third place is Pansy Parkinson and Ronald Weasley with a pair of pumpkins. The duo whoop and high five. Ron picks up a pumpkin carved with a frowning, grumpy ferret face. Draco frowns. Look! Ron cries out. Life imitates art. And Harry, too. Pansy holds up her more massive pumpkin, carved with round glasses and a lightning scar. That's so simple for third place, Seamus complains, and Draco silently agrees. Hope nestles in his gut. He and Harry just might have a chance. Says the lad with the exploded pumpkin on his face, Pansy retorts. In second place, McGonagall says, is Hermione Granger and Theo Nott for their beautiful rendition of Hogwarts. Hermione beams and kisses a blushing Theo on the cheek, levitating their perfectly carved pumpkin off the table. Draco's heart sinks. Fuck, that's amazing, Harry says, eyes wide. More amazing than ours? Draco asks sharply, fearing he already knows the answer. Shh, the announcement for the first place. And in first place, McGonagall swishes her wand, and a drum roll fills the room. Luna Lovegood and Ginny Weasley. Ginny whoops and stands on a bench, holding their first-place pumpkin overhead. Oh, we won! Luna says, clapping. What even is it? Ron says, squinting. Two blokes yelling? It's Harry and Draco fighting, Ginny says. She hops off the bench and presents the pumpkin to Harry and Draco with a dramatic flourish of her hands. The carving displays Draco with his mouth open, yelling and pointing at Harry, sitting with his face crunched and arms crossed. Harry bursts out laughing. Draco presses his mouth closed, embarrassment warming his face. It's not funny. It's pretty funny, actually, Harry says, wiping his eyes. Oh, wait, there's more. Luna sets the inside of the jack-o'-lantern aglow and places the carved cap into place. Ginny holds up a piece of parchment. The wavering shadow shows two boys kissing, arms wrapped around each other. And now they kiss, Ginny says proudly. Ron and Pansy pick up their pumpkins and smoosh them together, ferret face to Harry face. Draco blinks, hardly breathing. They, what now? Oh, I can't wait to see this in the Hall of Pumpkins, Luna beams. Draco's eyes go wide. This pumpkin, this thing, with the image of he and Harry fighting and kissing, for fuck's sake, will be on display for all to witness, for eternity. Draco opens and closes his mouth, unable to form words because he's pretty sure his brain is now oozing out of his ears. We do have an honorable mention, McGonagall offers, lips passed in an approximation of a smile. Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter. I told you I like the sound of that, Harry says, a smile slanting crooked as he turns their pumpkin to face Draco. Carved into the orange flesh are words forming a question. Wicked, Ron says, grinning. Draco looks around at expectant faces crowded around the table, heartbeat galloping, heat swelling through his veins. He settles his eyes on Harry. I mean, we need to make the first place jack-o'-lantern honest. Harry bites his lip, green eyes questioning and hopeful. Draco's heart pulses out a massive beat, and he throws his arm around Harry's neck. "Yes," he says breathlessly. "Yes, I'll date you." Tears and yells fade into the background of their kiss. Life imitating art. The end. Thank you all for listening to today's wonderful fall Halloween story of this wonderful month. I hope all of you are doing all right. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again tomorrow, and I hope you're having a great day.